how many projects launched in 2024, what type of projects launched, and what's coming in 2025. Dubai is heading for a property crash, or if it is still one of the best places to invest. Dubai's residential real estate market in 2024 has been nothing short of phenomenal. Transaction volumes hit a record-breaking 174,000, marking an incredible 39% year-on-year growth. While future supply is expected to rise above historical levels, the real question is, will Dubai face an oversupply issue, or will population growth keep absorbing new inventory? Hello everyone, welcome to an exciting look at Dubai's real estate market. If you're wondering whether Dubai is heading for a property crash, or if it is still one of the best places to invest, you are at the right place. In this video, we'll break down how many projects launched in 2024, what type of projects launched, and what's coming in 2025. And what's driving the market, like population growth, strong economy, and investor confidence. And here's a big surprise. The market is not just stable, it's showing strong signs of future growth. So let's get started. Let's talk about the numbers because data does not lie. Dubai's residential real estate market in 2024 has been nothing short of phenomenal. Transaction volumes hit a record-breaking 174,000, marking an incredible 39% year-on-year growth. And if that was not impressive enough, the total value of residential transactions is skyrocketed to close to 434 billion dirhams, a 33% increase compared to last year. This is just not a spike. It's a clear indication that demand for Dubai's real estate remains stronger than ever. Whether it's ultra-luxury waterfront properties or villas, or more affordable, investment-friendly apartments, every segment has seen consistent growth. Villas, in particular, continue to command the highest price per square foot, reinforcing their position as the most sought-after asset class in the market. And when we break it down by property type, the numbers tell an even more interesting story. Villas have been the standout performers in Dubai's real estate market. Prices, which started at 1,717 per square foot in January, now increased to 2,024 dirhams per square foot by December. That's a remarkable 17.9% growth in just 1 year. And apartments too have seen a steady appreciation. In January, the average price per square foot was 1,421, and by the end of 2024, it climbed to 1,647, marking an overall 15.9% increase. These figures highlight a consistent upward trend, proving that both villas and apartments have been a solid investment in 2024. Now, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The trend over the past 5 years speaks volumes about Dubai's real estate market resilience and rapid expansion. In 2019, the total transactions volume was just over 35,000 units with a market value of close to 58 billion dirhams. Then came 2020, when the pandemic caused a slight dip in volume to 31,800 transactions with a value of close to 54 billion dirhams. But what happened in next was extraordinary. From 2021 onwards, the market rebounded strongly. In 2021, the transactions surged to 56,207 units, totaling to 126 billion dirhams. In 2022, sales more than doubled, reaching 92,000 transactions with a total value of 222 billion dirhams. In 2023, the growth continued, hitting 125,000 units. And in 2024, the biggest milestone yet, 174,000 transactions valued at record 433 billion dirhams. That's a stunning 7.5% growth in market from 2019 to 2024. It's clear that Dubai's real estate boom is not just temporary surge, it's backed by strong fundamentals, growing demand, and increasing global investor confidence. Now let's break it down further by property type and see where the investors are putting their money. The apartments continue to dominate the market, making up a massive 81% of total sales transactions, with 141,765 units sold in 2024. And if we talk about their total sales transaction value, a massive 260 billion dirhams, accounting for 60% of overall residential sales value. Meanwhile, the villa sales contributed to just 19% of total transactions with 32,249 units sold, amounting to close to 173 billion dirhams, 40% of the total market value. So, while villas command the higher price per square foot and a premium per square foot, the sheer volume of apartment sales shows how investors and end users are still flocking to this segment. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest questions real estate investors ask: off plan versus ready properties. Where's the smart money going? The numbers from 2024 give us a very clear answer. Off plan properties are leading the market, making up a massive 69% of total sales value and 68% of total transaction volume. That translates to a huge 300 billion in off-plan sales, with 119,000 transactions recorded. Meanwhile, ready properties accounted for 31% of total transaction value, with sales reaching to 132 billion dirhams across 54,918 transactions. This trend shows that investors are highly confident in Dubai's future developments, locking in properties at today's prices to benefit from capital appreciation before the handover. And at the same time, the ready market remains strong, catering to end users and short-term investors looking for immediate rental income. Now that we have seen how off-plan sales have dominated in 2024, let's break it down even further between apartments and villas and see what type of properties are investors actually buying. Apartments lead the off-plan market, making up 81% of total transaction volume and contributing to 184 billion in sales value across 96,912 transactions. And on the other hand, villas account for 19% of the total off-plan sales volume, with 22,184 transactions totaling 116 billion in value. This shows that while investors are heavily favoring off-plan apartments due to their affordability and high rental demand, villas remain a strong player, especially for high net worth individuals looking for exclusivity and long-term appreciation. Now let's understand about investment ticket sizes, because knowing where the buyers are putting their money helps understand market trends and investment opportunities. So if we talk about apartment sales ticket size breakdown, so the majority of apartment transactions were in the range of 1 to 2 million dirhams, making up a 36% of total transaction volume. Apartment price below 1 million dirhams followed closely, representing another 36% of total transactions with 51,404 units sold. Higher end apartment between the range of 3 to 5 million dirhams contributed to 14% of total sales value, while the ultra luxury segment above 10 million dirhams accounted for 9% of total sales value, showing a strong demand for prime properties. And if we talk about villa sales ticket size breakdown, for villas the distribution is quite different. The most active price range was between 3 to 5 million dirhams, making up 32% of total sales value, followed by a 2 to 3 million segment at 28%. However, what's really interesting is the ultra luxury market. Villas priced above 10 million dirhams accounted for 39% of total sales value, making up it a single largest category in terms of investment size. This signals the ultra high net worth individuals continue to see Dubai's villa market as a lucrative long-term asset. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest factors that shaped Dubai's property market in 2024, supply shortage. Originally, 65,000 residential units were expected to be completed in 2024. But here's what actually happened. Only 30,200 units were delivered. This shortfall set the stage for the price appreciation we have seen across villas and apartments. But the big question now is, will this supply crunch fuel another boom in 2025, or are we heading towards a market stabilization? Now, let's talk about the supply, one of the most crucial factors in determining Dubai's real estate market trajectory. Over the past 5 years, we have seen a steady stream of completed units, with annual deliveries ranging between 30,000 to 46,000 units. In 2024, the market saw just over 30,000 units new completion, which is lower than the previous years. Now, let's look ahead to 2025, 2026, and 2027 and see whether supply will finally catch up with demand. Now we are seeing expecting a massive influx of new properties over the next 3 years. But historical trends suggest that actual deliveries consistently fall short. In 2025, 85,000 units are expected, but based on past completion rates, the actual number could be closer to 40,000 units. In 2026, a record 116,000 units are projected, yet actual deliveries may land somewhere close to 50,000 units. By 2027, while 73,000 units are anticipated, the realistic figure could be under 45,000 units. This ongoing delivery gap could maintain upward pressure on prices, especially in high demand areas. And it also signals that Dubai's real estate market boom is unlikely to face a drastic oversupply issue anytime soon. So now we have a clear picture of expected supply, but what about the actual completion rates? Historically, Dubai's real estate market has seen lower than expected project completions, and this trend is likely to continue over the next 3 years. In 2025, the completion rates are projected to be around 45%, similar to 2024, as developers struggle with shortage of contractors, laborers, architects, building materials, and high cost of construction. In 2026, our dip is expected with the completion rate dropping to 40% due to scaling challenges, resource allocation, and maintaining construction quality for the largest expected supply wave. In 2027, the market is expected to recover slightly to 50% as developers adapt to higher construction volumes and improved market conditions. This means that while the large number of units are expected over the next 3 years, the actual supply entering the market will likely be much lower, preventing any sudden oversupply concerns. So, how will Dubai's real estate prices evolve over the next 3 years? Let's break it down. So, if we recap 2024 with just 30,200 units delivered, the market faced a supply crunch leading to an impressive 20% price increase across the board. And in 2025 projections, we are expecting 40,000 units, but demand is still outpacing supply. As a result, property prices are projected to rise another average 10%, driven by sustained investor confidence, population growth, and strong rental yields. And if you talk about 2026 projection, more supply relief is expected with 52,000 units likely to be delivered. However, even with this increase, prices are still anticipated to rise by another 5 to 10%, showing that demand will continue to absorb available inventory. The key takeaway: Dubai's real estate market is not slowing down, it's stabilizing at a sustainable growth rate. While we may not see the explosive gains of 2024, the fundamentals remain strong, ensuring steady price appreciation. Now, let's understand from another perspective and take a big picture look at housing supply versus demand, because this is where things get really interesting. While future supply is expected to rise above historical levels, the real question is, will Dubai face an oversupply issue, or will population growth keep absorbing new inventory? To answer this, I have analyzed three possible population growth scenarios. If we talk about low growth, that is 2.86% annually, medium growth 4.5% annually, based on Dubai's actual 2024 and 2025 growth rate, which took the population to 3.84 million. And if you talk about high growth, 5.2% annually, reflecting Dubai's 8-year average growth. So, what does this mean for the housing demand? So, based on these projections and assuming an average household size of 3.5, Dubai will need between 30,000 to 57,000 new homes in 2025. But here's the catch: only 40,000 units are expected to be completed in 2025. This means a slight shortfall in supply, further reinforcing price stability and rental demand. And if Dubai continues on its high growth trajectory, housing supply will struggle to keep pace, which could lead to further price appreciation, strong rental yields, and continued investment appeal. Now let's talk about one of the biggest driving forces behind Dubai's real estate boom: population growth. Dubai's population has surged from 2.4 million in 2015 to 3.845 million by February 2025, and the momentum is not slowing down. this is not just about more people, it's about who is moving to Dubai. If we talk about who is moving to Dubai, there are professionals, entrepreneurs drawn by city's business-friendly environment, families relocating to Dubai's world-class lifestyle, safety, security, and education system, and investors and high net worth individuals looking for a stable, tax-efficient hub. Developers are keeping pace, launching new master communities that cater to these evolving lifestyle demands, integrated living, premium amenities, and high quality developments. And this demographic transformation directly links to Dubai's strong economic fundamentals, which is why many analysts remain bullish on Dubai's property market future. So, how does Dubai's economy reinforces this growth? And what key trends should investors be paying attention to? Now, let's connect the dots. Dubai's real estate market does not exist in isolation. It thrives on the strength of UAE's economic engine, and 2025 is shaping to be another year of strong growth. According to Emirates NBD, Dubai's GDP is projected to grow by 5% in 2025, fueled by key sectors like infrastructure development, transport and logistics, hospitality and tourism, digital and technological advancement. Dubai is rapidly positioning itself as a global leader in AI, blockchain, fintech, attracting major investments into the digital economy. This means more businesses, more jobs, and ultimately more demand for real estate. And let's not forget, Dubai remains a top destination for millionaires. A growing numbers of wealthy migrants are choosing the UAE, with entrepreneurs and company founders making up to 20% of this influx. These high net worth individuals bring capital, open businesses, and drive economic expansion, all of which fuel the real estate market. But beyond just economic strength, Dubai has continued to be ranked as one of the safest cities in the world, making it even more attractive for global investors and experts looking for long-term stability. So, where does this leave us as you move into 2025? Is now the right time to invest? Should the buyers wait? Dubai's economic stability, backed by strategic infrastructure investments, government-led initiatives, continues to strengthen buyer confidence in the real estate market. The steady influx of expats and high net worth individuals is driving demand, and particularly in established communities and premium new developments. Supply remains relatively constrained, which means price appreciation is likely to continue in 2025. And if we talk about banks and financial institutions, they are now more regulated, reducing speculative lending and preventing the kind of unsustainable growth seen in past market cycles. And of course, no market is immune to challenges. Global economic uncertainties may create short-term volatility, and price growth is expected to moderate compared to record-breaking increases of the past 2 years. But here's a key takeaway. Fundamentals, market drivers, population growth, infrastructure developments, and Dubai's global appeal remain firmly in place. And if you talk about my outlook, I see a 10% price increase in the mainstream market during 2025. So, should you invest now or wait? That depends on your strategy. But one thing is clear. Dubai's real estate market remains one of the strongest and most resilient investment destinations in the world. So there you have it, a data-driven look at Dubai's real estate market in 2024, what's ahead in 2025, and why long-term fundamentals remain strong. So if I do the recap, the transaction volumes and values have hit record highs, supply remains tight, keeping price growth steady, population growth and economic expansion continues to drive demand, investors and high net worth individuals are fueling premium real estate sales, and mainstream property prices are projected to rise by another 10% in 2025. So I'll say it again, Dubai is not just a booming real estate market, it's a strategic, long-term investment hub. Whether you are an end user looking for a home or investor seeking capital appreciation and rental yields, Dubai offers unparalleled opportunities. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Dubai's property prices will continue to rise in 2025? And are you considering an investment in Dubai's real estate this year? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video valuable, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth real estate insights. And if you're serious about investing and want personalized guidance or assistance, reach out to me directly. Let's discuss your goals and find the perfect investment opportunity. Hit that notification bell so that you do not miss the next update on Dubai's real estate trends. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.